Hello, I wanted to create a quick video to show you what this looks like using a real example from a debt company over in the UK. They help people combine and manage their debts, right? So you may already know how these companies work. They help people get out of debt by running ads, usually on Facebook or Google, and then calling the people who respond, right? So the problem here is that many people do not answer because they are already getting a lot of calls from debt collectors. So the contact rate is usually very low. Even on a good day, they may only speak to 50% of the leads. So the question is, what happens to the other 50%? In this example, the company passed the leads over after 48 hours. I believe they called each lead around 14 times a day, and after day 3, the calls stopped, right? So instead, SMS messages were sent out using the Sleeping Beauty Android, and these were the results. So it is still early, and this is only a small example, but it shows what is possible. There are 199 leads here plus another 33. So that's around 230 plus another 12. Let's let us call it 240, 250, and then another 60 on top, which gives us around 320 leads. Okay. Out of those 320 leads, I will also show you what some of the conversations looked like in a moment, but 62 plus 13. So let us go from left to right here. These people booked a callback, booked an appointment, took an instant call, or were transferred directly from 360 leads, right? So that is around 20%. And out of those 75 people, the company made around 12 to 13 sales. I believe that came to around 30 to 40,000 pounds. In business from leads they had almost completely given up on, right? So these leads had already been called many times, right? On the left-hand side, you can see the leads who did not reply to the first SMS messages. Some people replied but did not continue the conversation. Another group replied and qualified, but they did not book a call or arrange a call back, right? So on the right-hand side, you can see the most interesting numbers, okay? The results you can see here are quite normal for businesses that work with online leads. This works especially well when the leads are at least 48 hours old. Calling people again and again is becoming less effective because many people do not want to speak on the phone anymore. They would rather reply by SMS, right? So that is simply how people prefer to communicate now. So the results here are very exciting, and I picked one good example. Let me find the name down here so I can show you what the conversation looked like. So this is the same way. This is how the process could work for you also, right? So let's get back to the top. This is the real conversation. Hi, it is Kelly from the company. Are you the same Tiffany who asked help with her debt a couple of days ago? Hi, yes, I am. Right. So my calendar reminded me to call you, but I didn't want to disturb you. Are you still looking for help? I am at work, but yes, I am. This message help. This message helps prepare her for a callback, right? This part is very important because, as I mentioned, most people would rather receive a text message than another unwanted call from a company. Okay, so it's very important. The message reached her without interrupting her, and she explained that she was at work, right? So that's perfect. She also said she still wanted help, which is great. How much debt do you have? Around 5,000, right? Thanks for sharing that. What have you already tried to do reduce the debt? The conversation then continues naturally, right? She talks about credit cards, saving extra money, and other things she has tried, right? You can also see the part near the bottom. I will not go through every message here, but there are some useful details. She is working until 11 p.m. and the Android is trying to arrange a call, right? So the company is open from 8 a.m. to 7 a.m., 7 p.m. So those are the available times for callback. 5 p.m., good news. The Android books the call and understands that she means 5 p.m. tomorrow. So Tiffany is automatically booked in for a callback and at that time, right? We also use simply but clever messages like this. Hi, Tiffany, good news. I have booked you in with Ian. He is very good at solving problems. He can help almost anyone. So yeah, but he is very busy because many people want to speak with him and so on. He is brilliant, right? I have asked him to call you. Can I count on you? All right. Yes, thank you. This helps the person commit to answering the call, which is very important for the business, for businesses like this. Okay. So this is a real example of the kind of results this system can produce. It is also an example of a real conversation. You can now see how this AI could work in your business, right? So I hope it makes sense. Thank you.